Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Old School Gunner. How are you all getting on out there, guys? I hope you're keeping well. I'm doing very well, guys. Keeping warm on this cold night. Big change for me, guys. I was living in Venezuela for 6 months, and now I'm back in Europe, South America to Europe. So I'm wrapping up warm, guys, as the temperatures drop. I just want to thank everybody for your continued support on my channel. Thanks for all your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you to everybody that has helped me since I started my channel 3 years ago. I really appreciate it. Like you see the title in this video said, guys, it's the World Cup 2022 playoffs. They have officially come out, guys. So I'm going to go through those in a second. Just bear with me. Just 2 seconds there now, guys, and I'll be back into this. But yeah, like I said, the draw has taken place for the World Cup 2022 playoffs. Brings up some very interesting fixtures. So we'll have to see how that's going. It's definitely going to be an interesting time. As you can expect, guys, a very interesting one. We'll have to see how that works out. Let me just check something there now. 2 seconds. Yep, that's going well. And this is also going well. Let me just do this here. Then we'll be going good. Okay. There you have it. All right. Going good. Yep. Going well. Okay. So, guys, like I said, the World Cup 2022 playoffs have just been named, guys. What is happening with it? Let me just bring you through it there, guys. There's 3 Pats, guys. Pat A, Pat B, and Pat C. Never know, guys, this is the playoffs for the World Cup of next year, guys. First playoff is going to be Wales against Austria. Pat A, first match is Wales-Austria. And the second match is Scotland-Ukraine. So the winner of Wales-Austria and Scotland-Ukraine will be meeting in the final of Pat A. Pat B is Russia against Poland in the first game, and in the second game, Sweden against the Czech Republic. So the winners of Russia versus Poland and Sweden versus Czech Republic will meet for the final in the final of Pat B. Pat C is Portugal versus Turkey in the first game, and in the second game, Italy versus North Macedonia. So the winner of Portugal versus Turkey and Italy versus North Macedonia will meet in the final of Pat C. And these 3 teams will qualify to the World Cup group stage, World Cup 2022. So that's it. Like I said, guys, it's Italy, it's Wales versus Austria, and Scotland versus Ukraine, with the winners facing each other in the final of Pat A. Then Pat B, it's Russia, Poland, Sweden against the Czech Republic, with the winners of those 2 games meeting in the final of Pat B. Then Pat C is Portugal against Turkey and Italy against North Macedonia, with the winner of those 2 games meeting in the final of Pat C. And then those 3 winners will go through to the World Cup 2022 group stage, guys, to be held, of course, next summer. Interesting enough, guys, there's a lot of tough games there. Wales, they're going to be up against it with Austria. Austria have a decent side. Scotland against the Ukraine, that could go either way. Russia against Poland, that's a tough one. Sweden against Czech Republic, another tough one. Portugal against Turkey, a very tough game. Italy, North Macedonia, you'd have to see Italy to go through there. But of course, then they only get into the final. Then they need to beat the winner of Portugal, Turkey. So it's tough all around, guys. Switzerland did well in the their last match of the group, that they avoided this. Otherwise, they would have been up against North Macedonia and maybe Turkey or Portugal. They're through to the World Cup proper, through to the group stage. So going through the playoffs is always a lottery, guys. It's always going to be difficult. So they did well to get through there. Simple as that. Great to see Goonerlicious Breed TV back on, guys. Austria will cause Wales fans for sure. Austria have a dangerous team. I fancy them, to be honest, to go through. Well, to get past the Welsh anyway. But then they face either Scotland or Ukraine. The way that's working out, it could end up actually being Wales and Scotland in the final of Pat A. You know what I mean? Who's to say? If you haven't already, guys, make sure to check out this channel, Goonerlicious Breed TV. Like his videos, subscribe to his channel, and don't forget when you subscribe, guys, to click on the notifications bell that you get notified every time he uploads content. He's uploading a lot of top quality content right now, so do yourselves a favor, guys. Simple as. And comment in the comment section in his videos, guys. That's also important. Simple as that. Sabitzer is a baller, yeah. He is. He's a machine. He's a serious player. A player I've always kind of had my eye on. Obviously, Arsenal, unfortunately, haven't made any go for him. But he is definitely a very, very good player. A very, very dangerous player. A player that I always kind of have my eye on. Like I said, he's a top quality player. Top class. So it is what it is, you know. But yeah, it's going to be tough for Wales against Austria. That's going to be a tough one. No doubt about it. That's going to be a hard game for sure. But yeah, it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. So that's the draw, guys. Like I said, it's into 3 parts. Part A, the first match is Wales versus Austria. The second match is Scotland versus Ukraine. Then the winners will go into the final. The winners of those 2 games. And then one team will progress from Part A. Part B is the same situation. It's 2 matches. Russia versus Poland in the first. And the winner of that will face the winner of Sweden versus Czech Republic. One team goes through from each part. 3 teams will qualify for the World Cup group stage out of 12, would you believe? There's 12 teams in the group stage. 12 teams in the playoffs, guys. Only 3 teams will get through. The third one, Pat C, is first game Portugal-Turkey. They will play and the winner of that will play the winner of Italy-North Macedonia. That's going to be a tough one. I mean, I think Italy will beat North Macedonia, but then they have to play the winner of Portugal-Turkey. If that's Portugal or Turkey, it could be a very, very hard game. I mean, so you've got 12 teams in the playoffs, guys. You've got 3 matches in each playoff path, and only 3 teams will actually get through to the World Cup group stage proper, to be held, of course, next year. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a good story. That's a good story. Yeah, it's a pity he didn't. It's a pity he didn't come back with you, or just jump straight on the plane and come over. Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player. That's a funny story, though. I've been to Austria a few times, but I've never had the fortune of meeting a professional football player like that. I met Pat Jennings once when I was here in Ireland in a job. I met Pat Jennings. I am the former Arsenal goalkeeper, Northern Ireland and Arsenal goalkeeper, and he was working as like how do I describe it? I was working for a supermarket chain, and he was working as like a promoter, doing promotions for a certain brand of food in the country. Like brand, the product. And then he came one day to the store, and I was introduced to him. The guy was at least 55, I'd say, maybe older, but he was bit like a tank. I mean, you couldn't help but see his physicality. He's extremely strong, Pat Jennings. He's built like a tank. I mean, he's got hands like shovels. You know what I mean? I'm not joking. He shook my hand, and I swear to God, my hand was just like swallowed up. Pat Jennings is a beast of a man. God, he's like, you could land a plane on his back. But yeah, I had a good chat with him. But his Northern Irish accent was very hard to understand. And he probably thought mine was too. But I was a little bit shy. I was a young guy back then. That was a long time ago. I was shy, you know. I was only 19. I was shy. They called me up. Pat Jennings is here. I was like, oh man, like this guy's a huge Arsenal fan. I was like, big and red face. I was shy enough, you know. Jeez, I mean, I'm talking to a legend like him. Of course, I was embarrassed. I was a young man back then. That was when I was a young lad. Anyway, he's a cool guy. But like I said, he's got incredible physicality. Even at that age, he's a strong man. Yeah, his hands were like shovels, man. I'm telling you, he shook my hand, and I swear to God, I couldn't even see my hand. And it's the same size as it is now. You know what I mean? The guy is he's a monster. Anyway, he's incredibly broad as well, like his shoulders. He's colossal. Anyway, You can see he was like a pro goalkeeper. You could see he's got all the physical traits, the strength. You know, not a guy to be messed with, but a very friendly guy. You know what I mean? But like I said, not a guy to be pushed around, even at that age. He's a monster. God Almighty, what an animal! But it's as simple as that. Yeah, you can see he was a pro goalkeeper. You can see it straight off. Oh, he's a monster. But yeah, so that's the draw. I honestly, yeah, he was the goal. He's a monster. Honestly, don't know there. That's some very tough draw here for the World Cup. Um, that's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination for anyone. That is crazy. Anyway, let's see what happens down the line. Italy have their work cut out for them in their group. Like I said, I think they'll beat North Macedonia, but then they have to play either Portugal or Turkey. Russia and Poland, I can't call that one. Sweden, Czech Republic, I can't call that either. And then the winner of those two games will face each other. Wales are going to find it very hard to get through. Austria standing in their way, and then the winner of Scotland, Ukraine waiting for them. Going through the playoffs is just like a lottery. You know what I mean? That's why when Italy couldn't get that goal in Northern Ireland up in Belfast, they couldn't get the winner. They had to face the playoffs, and Switzerland went through. That was a tough night for them, you know. If only they had gotten one goal, they would have been through. Now they have to go through the playoffs, and the playoffs is a lottery. Like, I'm Irish, we've been involved in the playoffs down through the years, and we only won one of them, and we lost 3 playoffs. We got to the playoff finals, we had one more game to get there, and we lost 3 out of 4. So it's very tough going through the playoffs. It's no joke. If you can qualify automatically, come first in your group, much better off. You know what I mean? You can relax now. The other teams that got you automatically can sit back and relax and wait for the championship, and they can chill out. These teams have to go through playoffs now. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And I don't know, a lot of those teams aren't going to make it. There's 12 teams in there, only 3 can make it through. So it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy, that's for sure. We'll have to see how it works out. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Thoughts ahead of the game against Newcastle at the weekend? Ahead of the game against Newcastle tomorrow? I think Arsenal will win. A lot of fans out there are they're humming and hawing. They're not quite sure. They think we're going to be up against it. I honestly don't see them. I don't see them presenting that much of a challenge against Arsenal. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm living in a dream world. But I don't see them presenting much of a chance against Arsenal, to be honest. I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be okay for us. A lot of people think that Newcastle are a dangerous team. They haven't won a game so far this season out of 12. I mean, I wouldn't be too concerned about them as a team. With all due respects to them, but we have to take the threat seriously in the game tomorrow. We can't just look at what they've done and where they are in the league and think that we're going to walk all over them. We're not going to walk over any team. It's as simple as that. There's a lot of tough challenges out there. We'll have to see how it goes. I think we beat them. I think 2-0, 3-1. But we need to beat them anyway. All right. I'm going to wrap that up, I think. Thank you to Goralicious for tuning in. I appreciate it. And take it easy and enjoy the rest of your night. Stay healthy and stay safe. And if you see anybody arriving from like South Africa or anywhere like that, run a mile because the new variant is around, and you got to get away. You know what I mean? It means business, according to the news. Anyway, it's an extremely dangerous strain of COVID. This South African variant. You know what I mean? How far do you feel England can make it? We always do well in the tables, but because we don't play any of the top teams, when we go up against them, we struggle. How far do I think England can go? I think England can go very far. I'm an Irishman, of course, but I'm going to tell it straight. I'm not going to be biased for Ireland or anything like that. I'm going to talk straight. England have a very good squad, and they have a very good team. I wouldn't say they were unlucky not to win the Euros. The best team won. Italy were much better. Path to the final and their games leading up to that, they were very impressive. And England deserved their place in the final. Italy, of course, they beat them convincingly in the final. But England were very good. They finished second. Maybe on another day, They could have won it. I think they'll go far. I think they'll go far. I think they have a lot of potential. They have a wealth of talent in the squad. I mean, they have some serious players. They have strength and depth in every position. And the first 11 is very strong. But they have strength and depth all over the field. I think they could go all the way. I think it's possible. I mean, they have a very, very good team. Italy beat them last time out in the final to deny them. You know, it was a heart-wrenching defeat for Gareth Southgate and the team. But I think they have a very, very good chance. They have a very good squad. They have one of the best teams I can remember. Another good team I remember, I'm old enough now to remember this, but another good team I remember was in 1996. And they lost in the semi-final to the Germans on penalties. They had Alan Shearer up front. They had David Seaman in goal. They had Tony Adams in the team. They had Steve McManaman. They had Paul Gascoigne. They had Paul Ince. That England team was an incredible team in 1996. Definitely, probably a bit more creative than the team now, but I think it's good, you know. Anyway, yeah, take it easy and see you next time. And thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. All the best and stay healthy, yeah. Stay safe. Come on, you Gunners.